Welcome to Headphone News, Greater Toronto edition for Friday, December 6, 2024.
Maple Leafs edge Predators 3-2. Austin Matthews shown in the third period, scoring 2 goals to lead the Toronto Maple Leafs to a thrilling comeback victory over the Nashville Predators, finishing 3-2. The game was held in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. The Predators took an early lead with a goal from Jonathan Marchessault in the first period. Toronto's Joseph Woll made 22 key saves, playing a vital role in securing the win. This victory marked the Leafs' 10th win in their last 12 games, bringing their overall record to 16 wins, 7 losses, and 2 overtime losses. Meanwhile, the Predators now stand at 7 wins, 13 losses, and 6 overtime losses. Matthews' standout performance, with 3 goals in 3 games since returning from injury, underscores his importance to the team. This win strengthens the Leafs' position in the National Hockey League standings and boosts their chances for the playoffs. On the other hand, the Predators may need to reevaluate their strategy after experiencing several losses.
Double shooting in Brampton, Ontario. A shooting incident happened outside a home on Odeon Street in Brampton, Ontario, late on December 4, 2024. One man was declared dead at the scene, while another man in his mid-20s was taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Peel Regional Police received reports of the incident at 11:30 in the evening and are currently looking into it. Officers are searching for a white, 4-door sedan and at least one person of interest. Brampton, part of the Greater Toronto Area in Canada, has seen a rise in gun violence, raising concerns about public safety. The investigation is ongoing as police seek information from the public.
Ontario's new legislation on homelessness. Ontario Premier Doug Ford has introduced new laws designed to remove homeless camps and address public drug use across the province. This action comes in response to a significant increase in homelessness, with over 1,400 camps reported in Ontario this year. Premier Ford has committed to providing local governments with the necessary tools to clear these camps and enforce stricter regulations. The government may also invoke a legal provision known as the Notwithstanding Clause, which allows it to override certain rights if needed. This decision has sparked discussions about its potential effects on civil rights and the treatment of vulnerable groups. Additionally, there will be increased financial support for shelters, although specific details are still unclear. The legislation aims to tackle the growing homelessness issue in Ontario, which has been worsened by economic difficulties and a shortage of housing.
Severe winter weather in Ontario. Ontario is facing severe winter weather as an Alberta clipper brings heavy snowfall and strong winds. Some areas could see up to 30 centimeters of snow, with a few places possibly receiving as much as 60 centimeters. Wind gusts may reach over 50 kilometers per hour, creating dangerous conditions. Schools in London, Ontario, and nearby areas will be closed due to these hazardous conditions. Travel will be difficult, with reduced visibility and snow piling up quickly. Residents are advised to prepare by stocking up on necessities and avoiding unnecessary trips. Historically, Alberta clipper systems often lead to significant winter storms in this region. It's crucial to follow safety precautions during this weather event to prevent accidents and ensure everyone's safety.
Weekend events in Toronto. The Nutcracker Ballet is returning to Toronto, Canada, from December 6 to December 31. This beloved show by the National Ballet of Canada features great performances and beautiful sets, with tickets available for several shows. On December 7 at 2 p.m., the Barbara Ann Scott Ice Trail opens with fun skating events for families. The Etobicoke Lakeshore Santa Claus Parade starts at 10 a.m. that day, with roads closing from 7 a.m. to noon to keep everyone safe. Nathan Phillips Square will celebrate its 60th anniversary with a DJ skating party from 4 to 7 p.m. on December 7. These events capture the festive spirit of the season, encourage community involvement, and support local businesses. Families can enjoy free skate rentals and join in various fun activities. The Nutcracker Ballet is a cherished holiday tradition that first premiered in 1892 in Russia and continues to attract audiences every year. Don't miss out on these exciting events.
False alarm at Michael Garron Hospital. Toronto Fire Services responded to a fire alarm at Michael Garron Hospital on Coxwell Avenue in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, on December 5, 2024. Just after 4 p.m. emergency responders found that construction workers set off the alarm while working inside the building. Thankfully, there was no fire, and no one was injured. False alarms can interrupt how hospitals operate and affect emergency procedures. This incident shows the importance of clear communication and safety measures in healthcare settings. It also highlights the need for construction activities to minimize disruptions in critical areas like hospitals.
Canada's healthcare provider shortage. A new report from the Canadian Institute for Health Information reveals a serious lack of family doctors and primary care providers in Canada. This shortage is leading to crowding in emergency rooms, with about 1 in 6 patients visiting the ER for issues that could have been handled by a regular doctor. Right now, around 17% of Canadians don't have a consistent healthcare provider, and the situation is particularly challenging in rural areas in Nunavut, where only about 2 in 5 residents have access to a regular doctor. The report highlights that the number of family physicians has slowed down over the past 5 years, putting more pressure on emergency departments. Suggested solutions include increasing residency positions for family medicine and improving access to quick healthcare services through telehealth. The consequences of this shortage are serious, potentially leading to longer wait times, rising healthcare costs, and poorer health outcomes for Canadians. It's crucial to address these issues to ensure that all residents can access timely and effective healthcare.
Polar bear attack in Canada highlights wildlife risks. A man was injured while trying to protect his wife from a polar bear in Fort Severn First Nation, Ontario, Canada. The couple came across the bear early in the morning while searching for their dogs. In a brave act, the husband jumped onto the bear as it lunged at his wife. A neighbor shot the bear after it retreated. Canada is home to about 17,000 polar bears, which make up roughly 2/3 of the world's population. A study from 2017 recorded 73 polar bear attacks over the last century, with 20 of those resulting in fatalities. This incident underscores the dangers of human-wildlife interactions, especially as climate change affects polar bear habitats and behavior. As polar bears search for food due to habitat loss, encounters with humans may increase. Residents living in polar bear territories are encouraged to stay alert and secure their food sources to prevent attracting bears.
Jewelry store heist in Markham. In a bold daytime heist, 6 individuals were arrested, and authorities are on the lookout for 6 more suspects after a robbery at Luck Fuck Jewelry in Markham, Ontario, Canada. Around noon, about 10 suspects broke in using hammers to smash windows and steal valuable jewelry. They fled the scene in a stolen white Honda Civic and a beige SUV. Police arrested 4 suspects at the store and 2 others at a nearby restaurant. The suspects, aged 15 to 19, face serious charges, including robbery with a weapon and having stolen items worth over 5,000 Canadian dollars, or about 3,700 United States dollars. This incident raises concerns about public safety and highlights the need for better security in retail spaces. The York Regional Police are continuing their investigation and looking for more suspects.
Ontario Legislature passes Police in Schools Bill. The Ontario Legislature in Canada approved a bill on December 5, 2024, encouraging publicly funded school boards to collaborate with police through programs that connect schools with officers. In the vote, 56 members supported the bill, while 27 opposed it, including those from the New Democratic Party and the Green Party. These programs aim to build positive relationships between students and police, enhancing trust and safety in schools. This legislation follows the removal of similar programs in some areas due to concerns about policing in educational settings. If reinstated, these programs could lead to more police officers in schools, potentially impacting how students feel about safety. Local governments and police services may face scrutiny regarding their approach to community policing. Understanding the implications of this legislative action is important for students, parents, and educators, as it will shape the future of school safety and community relations.
Toronto Tempo launches ahead of WNBA debut. The Toronto Tempo is a new women's basketball team based in Toronto, Canada. They recently unveiled their name and logo on December 5, 2024, and are set to play their first game in May 2026. The team collaborated closely with the community to develop their brand, receiving over 10,000 name suggestions from the public. Their logo represents the 6 areas of Toronto. Team President Teresa Resch emphasized the importance of community involvement in shaping the team's identity. The launch of the Toronto Tempo highlights the growing interest in women's sports in Canada, which could inspire more female athletes and increase support for women's basketball. This initiative may also create new partnership opportunities and lead to greater investment in facilities for women's sports.
Winter weather advisory in Toronto. Toronto, located in Ontario, Canada, is under a winter weather warning due to expected snow overnight into Friday. Environment Canada forecasts up to 5 centimeters of snow in some areas. The temperature is -4 degrees Celsius, but it feels much colder because of the wind. On Friday, there's a chance of light snow, with a high of -1 degree Celsius. Drivers should adjust their travel plans because of dangerous road conditions. Snow from Georgian Bay is contributing to the winter weather. Residents need to prepare for possible travel delays and make sure their vehicles are ready for winter. Staying updated on the weather is important for safety during these cold conditions. That is all the news for today. Thank you for listening to today's Headphone News. News summary brought to you by AI.